Hello everyone, I am Tanmay Mulgund and I welcome you to my channel that is Don't Ratify. This is the fifth part of equation in two variable series and this is a bit complex or a bit difficult part from this lesson. Okay, however, it is a very important part from the entire lesson and it will be asked in many exams. It has been asked in many exams. So we'll begin now. But before beginning, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, and if you haven't seen the previous four videos, I want you to go back and watch those four videos first. Okay, if you have seen the first four videos and you have subscribed to my channel already, then let's begin. Fine. So this is the elimination method which we have done already in the first exercise, and in this exercise we are going to do the elimination method again, but this is a very complex type of sum, and in this type the variables are in a fraction and are in denominators. So normally when it is a constant, if I say the equation is something like this, 1 upon 2, if I have 2 in the denominator and I don't want 2 in the denominator, normally I multiply the 2 and I get rid of the 2 in the denominator, right? But what if I have a variable in the denominator? I cannot multiply and get rid of a variable, right? So it will just make the sum complex. I cannot multiply, and if I want to get rid of the denominator variable, I cannot multiply it, right? So how to solve these types of sums? So these type of sums come by assuming it. Okay, now for example, if I have an equation, let's say 1 upon x plus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 2. Now if this is an equation, now see, if I want to get rid of this 2, I can multiply by 2, right? So 2 upon x plus 2 upon y is equal to 1. I get rid of this 2 from the denominator, but I cannot get rid of the x and y, because if I multiply by x and y, I will get 2y plus 2x. This is fine. But here I will get x and y, which will be a difficult thing to solve, right? I need one constant to make it easier. So I cannot do this. I cannot do something like this, right? So what I can do is, if I assume, let's say 1 upon x is equal to m and I get 1 upon y is equal to n. If I do something like this, what I will get is 2m plus 2n is equal to 1. Now this is a linear equation, right? Now this you can see is a linear equation and it is solvable. Fine. So this is something which we are going to do in this exercise. We are going to assume the fractions or the complex part and convert it into a simple linear equation and solve it. Fine. We'll start with the sums next. Okay. Now moving ahead with the sums, this is the first sum from practice at 1.4. The question reads 1 upon x minus 3 upon y is equal to 15 and 8 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 77. Now remember, as you can see here, the variables are in the denominator. If it would have been constant, it would have been very easy, but it is a variable in the constant. So we have to assume the variable as something else, right? We have to make it linear again. So what I can do here is, instead of 1 upon x, I will take m, and instead of 1 upon y, I will take n. See, if it is upon x, which means 1 upon x, 2 multiplied by 1 upon x, right? So the equation will be 2m minus 3n is equal to 15. This is my first equation. And the second equation will be 8m plus 5n is equal to 77. This is my, again, second equation. Now remember this. Now I have converted the following complex equation into a simple linear equation. Now I have to find the value of m and n first. When I find the value of m and n, I can substitute the value of m and n in 1 upon x is equal to m and 1 upon y is equal to n. Then I can find the value of x and y ultimately, right? So first, by normal simultaneous equation elimination method, I will be solving and find the value of m and n. Now you can see here in the first and the second equation, the first equation I have 2m and in second equation I have 8m. So I can multiply the first equation by 4. If I do so, it will be 8m minus 12n is equal to 60. This is my, let's say, third equation. Now I have 8m and 8m in two equations. So what I can do is I will equation 3 minus equation 2. It will be 8m minus 12n is equal to 60 minus 8m plus 5n is equal to 77. Now this is the case. Now remember, we are subtracting, right? So it is negative, positive will become negative and positive will become negative. So 8m minus 8m will be cancelled. Minus 12n minus 5n becomes minus 17n is equal to 60 minus 77 is minus 17 again. So I have the value of n as n is equal to minus 17 upon minus 17, n is equal to 1. I got the value of n as 1. Similarly, I'll substitute the value of n as in equation, one of the equations, right? So I'll write here, substituting n is equal to 1 in equation, let's say 2. If we do so, I'll get 8m plus 5. Instead of n, I'll write 1 is equal to, I have 77, right? So 8m is equal to 77. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, and when I take 5 on the right hand side, it will be minus 5. So it is 8m is equal to 72. I have the value of m as 72 upon 8. So m is equal to 9. I have the value of m as 9. Now I have the value of n, I have the value of m. But we know that m is equal to 1 upon x, right? So resubstituting, I will get 1 upon x is equal to m, right? So 1 upon x is equal to 9. So x will become 1 upon 9. By invertendo, x will become 1 upon 9. Similarly, I know that 1 upon y is equal to n, but I know n is 1, right? So 1 upon y is equal to 1. So y will become again 1. Same, invertendo. Okay, so I have the value of x and y. The x is 1 upon 9 and y is 1 up 1. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve this elimination complex method by using simultaneous equations. Okay, this is very easy, not as difficult as it was. There are some sums which will be a bit complex than this. We'll be solving it ahead. Okay, so before that, I want you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Fine. The second sum from practice set 1.4, this is a bit more complicated than the previous sum. As you can see in this sum, the x and y are not separate fractions, but this is a single fraction which has x plus y and x minus y, right? So it is as simple as that. The steps are same. As we assume 1 upon x, instead of that we are going to assume 1 upon x plus y is equal to m, and we are going to assume 1 upon x minus y is equal to m. If we assume this, then it will be 10m plus 2n is equal to 4. This is my equation 1, and 15m minus 5n is equal to minus 2. This is my second equation, right? Solving the head. Now here you can see there is nothing multiple of each other. So I am going to do is I am going to multiply the equation 1 with 3, and I'm going to multiply the second equation with 2. If I do so, I'll get 3 multiplied by 10 is 30m plus 3 multiplied by 2 is 6n is equal to 4 3s are 12. This is my third equation. Similarly, if I multiply the second equation by 2, 15 2s are is 30m. See, I got 30 and 30 minus 5 2s are 10n is equal to minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. This is my fourth equation. Now what I am going to do is I am going to equation 3 minus equation 4. So it will be 30m plus 6n is equal to 12 minus 30m minus 10n is equal to minus 4. So it will be, as you can see, it is subtracting, so the signs will change. Negative will become positive and negative will become positive. So 30m minus 30m will be cancelled. 6n plus 10n is 16n is equal to 12 plus 4 is again 16. So I got the value of n as 16 upon 16. So I have the value of n is equal to 1. Right? So by solving this, I got the value of n as 1. So I'm going to use this information, that is, I'm going to substitute the value of n somewhere else. So substituting n is equal to 1 in equation, let's say 1. In equation 1. If this is the case, what will happen is 10m plus 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 4, right? So 10m is equal to 4. 2 ones are 2, plus 2 will become negative 2 here. So it is 10m is equal to 2. M is equal to 2 upon 10. So I have the value of m as 1 upon 5. This is because 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. I have the value of n as 1. I have the value of m as 1 upon 5. Resubstituting. Now the next step, we are going to resubstitute. So resubstituting, write it here. Resubstituting, I have the value of m as 1 upon x plus y, right? So m is what? 1 upon 5 is equal to 1 upon x plus y. If I take invert into, I get x plus y is equal to 5, right? Similarly, I have n is equal to 1 upon x minus y, but I have the value of n as 1 is equal to 1 upon x minus y. Invert into, I'll get x minus y is equal to 1. I have the value of x plus y and x minus y. Now again, you can see this is linear equation. We are going to solve it simultaneously again to get the value. Okay, it's a very easy type. Remember, I'll take yellow. So let's say this is my fifth equation and this is my sixth equation. Okay, so I have plus y minus y. So equation 5 plus equation 6 will become x plus y is equal to 5, x minus y is equal to 1. If I add these two, I will get 2x is equal to plus y minus y gets cancelled. 5 plus 1 will become 6. So I have the value of x is equal to 6 upon 2. X is equal to 3. I got the value of x as 3. Similarly, what I will do is I will solve it here now. Substituting x is equal to 3 in equation 5. If I do so, what I will get is x plus y is equal to 5, right? So y is equal to 5 minus the value of x we got as 3. I took the x into the right hand side, so it become minus. Okay, so y is equal to 2. So finally I got the value of x as 3 and I got the value of y as 2. This is a bit lengthy sum, but this is how you solve it. This is two steps. First we have to find the value of m and n, then we will be finding the value of x and y, both by solving simultaneously by elimination method. Okay, I hope you have understood the sum. It is very easy, a bit lengthy but easy. Okay, if you have understood the sum, subscribe to my channel and we'll move ahead. Okay, now this is the last sum we are going to do from practice set 1.4. This is the a bit complicated sum, but I hope you will understand this. Okay, make sure you have all your concentration on this sum. Okay, a very important sum and a complicated one too. The question is 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3 upon 4. 1 upon 2 bracket 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 bracket 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 upon 8. From both the equations, you can see in the denominator we have 3x plus y and 3x minus y are there in both the equations in common, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to take 1 upon 3x plus y as m and we are going to take 1 upon 3x minus y as n. If we do so, we will get 1 upon 3x plus y is m. So m plus n is equal to 3 upon 4. Okay. 3 upon 4. Okay, just a minute. And in the second, and this will be my first equation. Similarly, in the second equation I'll have m upon 2. Now remember, there is a 2 in a bracket in the denominator, which we are not considering in m and n, right? So we have to take that. Similarly, minus n upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 8. I don't want 2 in the denominator, rather I don't want 8 in the denominator. So what I am going to do is I'll multiply the following equation throughout by 8. So I'll have 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. What did I get? 4. 8 upon 2 is what? 4. 2 4s are 8. That's why 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. This is my equation, second equation. Okay. Now you can see I have m plus n and 4m minus 4n. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 4 by equation 1. So I'll get 4m plus 4n is equal to 3 upon 4, right? So it will be 4 will be gone from there also. So it will be 3. Okay. This is my third equation. Fine. Moving ahead, I'm going to add equation 2 and equation 3. Equation 2 plus equation 3. I will have 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. 4m plus 4n is equal to 3. If I add these two, I will get 4m. 4m will be 8m. Minus 4 plus 4 cancelled. Minus 1 and 3 will be 2. So I have m is equal to 2 upon 8. That is m is equal to 1 upon 4. I have the value of m as 1 upon 4. Okay. Moving ahead, what I will get is I will be substituting m in equation 3. Okay. Substituting m is equal to 1 upon 4 in equation 3. I will have 4 multiplied by 1 upon 4 plus 4n is equal to 3. So I have, again you can see 4 will be cancelled. So I have 4n is equal to 3. I have 1 which I have taken the right hand side will be minus 1. So 4n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 upon 4. I have the value of n as 1 upon 2. Okay. When I resubstitute the value of m and n, now remember I have taken m as 3x plus y and I have taken n as 3x minus y. Okay. When I resubstitute, we'll need a lot of space here. So write down here. Resubstituting, we'll get m is equal to, I have 1 upon 3x plus y, right? So I have the value of m as what? 1 upon, just confirming the value of m, here you can see 1 upon 4, right? So I'll take 1 upon 4 here is equal to 1 upon 3x plus y. We'll just flip it by inverted, and I'll get 3x plus y is equal to 4. This is my fourth equation. Similarly, I have the value of n. I have taken n as what? I have taken n is equal to 1 upon 3x minus y. Okay, but I got the value of n as 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 3x minus y. Well, by inverted, I'll get 3x minus y is equal to 2. This is my equation 5. Okay, now you can see in the fourth and the fifth equation I have plus y and minus y. So I'm just going to add equation 4 and 5. Okay, so you can see it is plus y and minus y for equation 4 and 5. So I'm going to add both the equations. So it is equation 4 plus equation 5. It will be 3x plus y is equal to 4 plus 3x minus y is equal to 2. When I add these two, 3x plus 3x will become 6x, but plus y and minus y will be cancelled, and I have 4 plus 2 is what? Again 6. I got the value of x is equal to 6 upon 6. I have the value of x as 1. The final answer of x is 1. Okay, I'll substitute the value of x in equation 4. Okay, so I have substituting, just a minute. I have the value of x as 1 now, right? So I'll substitute the value of x as 1 in equation 4. So substituting x is equal to 1 in equation 4. Okay, I'll get 3 multiplied by, instead of x I'll write 1 plus y is equal to 4. So 3 ones are 3 plus y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 plus 3 becomes minus 3 on the right hand side. So y is equal to 4 minus 3 is 1. So I have the value of x as 1 and I have the value of y as 1. Okay, so for this equation the value of x and y is 1. With this sum we have completed our fifth video. Okay, fifth video for equation in two variable series. Fine, I hope you have understood the video and all the sums and concept from this video. Now see, I have only solved three sums, four sums from this exercise. I want you to solve rest of the sums, and if you have doubt in any of the sum, just post it in the comment section. I'll solve it and get back to you. Okay. Now one more thing is, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel so that you can get daily updates and will get a notification by pressing on the bell icon whenever I post a video. So press on the bell icon too. Fine. One more thing, you can suggest this video to all your friends who are in 10th standard, and this is an open source, so no one is asking you for any money. Okay, so I want you guys to do very good in your exams. Fine. So all the very best and thank you.